Hello, I'm Perry Maynard, and welcome to RPR Magic Innovation Studio, right here in beautiful Las Vegas, Nevada. Today I have world-renowned magician Rocco Solano and master craftsman Roy Coopers with us, and we're here today to talk about our new Polarity cards. In a moment, Rocco is going to take you by step through a detailed demonstration, then into an instruction of the Polarity cards. Rocco, how you doing today?
Hey Perry, what's going on? Yeah, man. Congratulations to everyone for getting these new unbelievable polarity cards. After Roy showed them to me, after how much longer did it take? 7 years?
No, it was a couple of years
We were
in
talking
total,
about
but
it.
7 years ago is
But to
probably
find-
when it
well,
first was mentioned.
Well, remember, 7 years, these super duper magnets that you're using weren't available back then.
No,
It
not
didn't
to this
exist,
strength
that
or
technology.
thickness, no.
So now with this technology, you're going to see some of the things that can be done with the polarity cards. You could do it lapping with a regular deck of cards. You can do them standing up. You're about to see some of the moves, and I can't wait to see what other guys come up with.
You know that, that's right.
This is amazing.
Now, before we get into the demonstration part of the Polarity cards, I'd like to talk to Roy a little bit about the actual R&D and what makes the Polarity cards different than a normal card. Roy, can you tell us a little bit about that?
Absolutely, Perry. So the cards are actually the same thickness as a regular card. Actually, the polarity card is a little bit thicker because we had to put a magnet inside of two cards. So that gives us a little extra thickness. But keeping that as thin as possible by manufacturing the thinnest magnets possible gave us the cards that we have here to show you today. So these magnets were not available, as Rocco mentioned. They were, strength available was called an N50. So an N50 was the strongest magnets about 7 years ago when we first talked about this. And now we're at an N54 and even an N56 being the very, very latest, most strongest magnet available on Earth. And that's what we're using.
great.
And they're really not out yet. People aren't using these magnets because it hasn't really been released. But we've kind of got in the back door on that through a manufacturer, and also the thickness. So we're now thinner and stronger than ever before, which in this case works really well because ideally we wanted the magnets to be as small as possible for the thickness of the card and to work the way Rocco is able to use them. A bigger diameter magnet just didn't do what Rocco can do with these cards. So we've achieved that as well.
Yeah,
So
man.
really excited about it.
So let's get to it. How about I show them the clip of performing, the one you filmed outside?
Sure, sure.
And then we'll come back and I'll explain those moves. Then we can do some table magic to see what you can do at a table. And we'll just explore other possibilities, color changes you can do, production, vanishes. It's endless. So let's start by watching that clip, all right?
That sounds great, Rocco.
All right.
What we're going to do is we're going to take you right outside. One evening, Rocco decided he was playing with the Polarity cards, and he says, I have a great routine. I'm here by the pool, and I'm relaxing, and wait till you guys see this routine.
All right, congratulations for everyone for purchasing the Polarity cards. RPR Magic just keeps coming out with the most amazing stuff, these two guys. So here's what you just purchased. What looks like one card, but it's a stack. It's 4 cards. There's a magnet here and here that makes them align just perfect. Just perfect. They align just perfect. So in that little routine that we were outside with, That was just us hanging out casual with Perry. I'm going to explain to you the handling on that. And of course, you can evolve and come up with your own handling. The way I started out, because the Tenkai Palm be very difficult to move 5 cards from hand to hand. See how easy this is? And over here, I have the 5 cards. With the polarity cards, it allows you to spin the cards, throw them from hand to hand. So now I can have it in a Tenkai Palm in the left hand. This is how I started. Now later we'll explore some of the possibilities with sleeving this gadget and lapping this gadget, which explores a whole new area of magic. And I look forward with you sharing with me some of the moves that you've developed and techniques. I love to share them on our website. Okay, now here's how we started off. We had the 5 in the Tenkai Palm, parallel to the floor, knowing where the eye of the public is and knowing where the camera is here. These hands are going to come together. You're going to grab it by the corner that's in the palm, and it just goes right into the Tenkai Palm. So it goes from hand to hand, and this is what they're seeing. This is what you're seeing. So your hands are empty. You transfer them into the right hand. You reach in now and just release and produce 1 card. Throw it in the air. Put it in the left hand. Now you have the stack in your right hand. Normally these cards would have been dislodged. You would have lost control of the pack. This makes it easy to control the pack. Now you produce another card. You put it here. Now these 2 cards have a magnet inside. So when you go like this, these come together as one, and you produce the other one here. This you can spin, this you can spin. Then by vanishing this card, just by going back into the Tenkai Palm, you give the illusion that the card went back. Now you can do this as many times as you want in your routine. We did 1 outside, but now you could come here, put them behind your ear, produce another one. You could come and vanish this one like this and produce another one. And when you fan the cards up, that puts it in perfect position that when you go to get the card that's Tenkai Palm sticks to it. So now you can actually show that you have just 2 cards. Now you put them here between your fingers and you produce another card. Put that between your fingers and you Tenkai produce another card. You could always spin the card. You have 2 cards here. As you go to put it in between this spot here, your finger palms the 1 card and then takes out the one. It comes out very easy because the magnet is just enough polarity, and you put it here, you're left with 1 card. You can produce it this way. You can drop it on the back of your hand and produce it this way. After you have it here, just drop it on the back of the hand like this. Come forward and produce it. So now you have 5 cards. Now you vanish them. The first card you vanish like this. Vanish like this. Vanish like this. Now you could always show that you have just 1 card and two cards. Take the 1 card, put it here. Take the card from here. You show that you have just 1 card, and then vanish the cards. And you can transform from hand to hand and start from the beginning. Or you could just produce your fan to end with it. That's the handling that I did in the routine. Now let's explore some sleeving moves with the polarity cards. Now here's some tips I have for you if you want to incorporate a jacket and sleeving with the polarity cards. This is originally what they were designed for, to be able to take a fan of cards and they all come on and be able to vanish them. Be able to have them in your sleeve anytime you want and drop them out and be able to produce them at will. So now from that, here's what evolved, because this became better than my expectations. Let's say you have the polarity cards in your pocket. Anytime you want, reach in your pocket and just put them in your sleeve. You've loaded your sleeves, your hands are empty. When you're ready, bring a little misdirection, drop your hand down to the side. They fall right into the Tenkai palm. You can never do this with 5 loose cards to get them from your sleeve into a Tenkai palm. That's one solution we've got with these cards. Now you can transform from hand to hand. You see? Very difficult with 5 loose cards. That gives you all the cards here now. So now we're going to produce the first card as before. 1 card. Put it here. We're going to produce another card here. Now we're going to make 1 card jump from my shoulder down to my elbow. You can spin the cards to show. Now you make it vanish by putting this into the Tenkai palm. Same time, the thumb just goes up to reveal 2. And they go right back and lock in. So you vanish. Back over here. Take the 2 cards. Put them behind your ear. They come over here. Vanish these cards just by, because of the weight of the 2 magnets. Because these are 2 cards now. The weight that this creates a pendulum drop. There's no move that happens with the fingers. The weight alone makes it drop. So you go like this, that drops, same time you spin up 2, and it puts them in a perfect position that when you grab the card, it lays right into the Tenkai palm, and now you show 2 cards. Now you produce them again from here, just like routine before. 3 cards, Tenkai palm, produce from the bottom, place over here, last card, vanish it any way you want. 1, 2, 3, 4. Vanish them. Reach here and produce the fan of cards. Close your hand, and then you can sleeve them and vanish them. Put a little pressure here. It doesn't come out anytime you want. You drop back down to your hand, and you can repeat as usual. Repeat as usual. See? It's 1 card. Throw it away, and vanish it. And that's what you can do with the polarity cards and some sleeving techniques. Now let's sit down at a table. Here's something you can do with the 5 polarity cards. Take 1, 2, 3 cards. 1, 2, and 3, and vanish the cards. With the polarity cards, they all stay stuck to one piece. Now let's get a close-up to study the move here. So you have 5 cards. You grab it with the outside left corner, and it goes into the Tenkai palm. Take another one into the Tenkai palm, sticks right to it. Grab the card, it sticks to it. Turn it over to show that it's 3 cards. And you do the same thing, 1, 2, and 3. These are all one solid piece, which makes it very easy to throw and kick into your lap. Anytime you want, you reach down, 1 hand drops here, steal the cards, and produce them from anywhere you want. Or another method, they could be on your lap. Your right hand drops to the side, left hand goes on the lap. Gesture with your hand. Just as you come into the position, the left hand is going to do an impasse. It's going to feed the cards from your lap into the right Tenkai palm. And get a close-up of this, because now this is the production. 1, show the card, throw, produce a card, throw, produce a card, and throw, and produce a card. That's a 5-card production. So now let's get a close-up view of the production. The cards are in Tenkai palms as 1 stack. Produce 1 card, put it in your left hand as you Tenkai 1 card. Produce another card, Tenkai, take out, another card. This is the move, Tenkai, another card, Tenkai, and then the final card you can put on your hand to give them that effect, or just produce it any way you want. And here's something interesting you can do with 5 cards. Vanish 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 cards vanish. And as fast as they vanish, you can bring them back anytime you want. Now, let me explain what happens here. Once you have the cards in your hands, 2, 3, and 4, or you can have them fanned. Okay? Take the card, this is the move, let's get a close up. Holding the outside left corner with the forefinger, it goes into the Tenkai palm. Card goes into the Tenkai palm and they stick, it almost sucks it to each other. Take the third one and then turn it up to show that it's face up, and then put the cards down face down. When you're down to the last one, it's all just one easy clump. Just by resting, the cards fall on your lap. And another way to retrieve them, you can, one hand falls on the table, left hand falls on the lap. The left hand's gonna feed the cards this way, and they're gonna be fed into the Tenkai palm. So you rest, come down, that's what's gonna happen. So you say, now I'm gonna show you something beautiful. Rest, load them, rest, load them, and come up, and now you're in the same position to produce them again. 5 cards. And here's something else you can do with the polarity cards. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, and 3, and they're gone. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And that's the 5-card polarity vanish.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Ready?
Mm-hmm.
Well, once again, we would like to say thank you from all of us here at RPR Magic Innovations. And before we leave, we would like to tell you you can follow us on our various social medias, like Instagram at RPR Magic, or on Facebook. You can even go to our website, rprmagic.com. Until next time, from all of us at RPR, we want to say thank you very much. See you all soon.